Hello, welcome back to FRAG-MENTAL. I'm Chris, thanks for joining me. Today, I'm going to be unboxing the brand new La Mal Pride 2023 edition and sharing my first impressions. Is it the same fragrance as previous versions, or have JPG changed things up? Let's find out. La Mal Pride is Jean-Paul Gaultier showing his support for the LGBTQIA+ community. I've never smelled a La Mal Pride before. I think one of the reasons that I've overlooked it until now is that the first edition that came out in 2020, it was the same juice as La Mal. It was exactly the same fragrance, just in a collector's edition Pride bottle. Last year in 2022, a new version of La Mal Pride came out, a new formulation. This is the first time that it wasn't just the normal La Mal juice. I've looked online and the notes for the 2022 version and this brand new 2023 version look exactly the same. I've looked at YouTube videos and comments on Fragrantica and it seems to be exactly the same fragrance. So this 2023 version is the same as last year's 2022. I haven't smelt last year's, so I'll be smelling this for the first time. I'm going to unbox La Mal Pride 2023, take a look at the presentation, which I think is one of the best things about it, smell the scent itself and let you know whether it's something that is worth your time or if it's just a money grab marketing stunt. Okay, let's get into the fragrance. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful thing? I think that's my favourite tin. Loving the street art style. The main slogan of this is get used to it. And then we have other little comments on here. God love the queers. I love Paris. It's beautiful to be what you are. Thank you for being yourself. To our beloved LGBTQI+ community. L'excentrique, c'est chic. Let's take a look at the bottle. This is a 125ml bottle. Actually, most of my La Mals are the smaller 75ml version, but I think this one only comes in the 125ml, so I didn't have any choice. Here it is. It's got its little jumper on, its little crop top. Same sort of street art as on the box, and the bottle is a chrome bottle. Obviously, this version has a little bit more modesty because it's covering up the pectorals. I wonder if in future editions we might see a little pair of underpants on there. I think that'd be good. Maybe next year, 2024 underpants edition. Some of the negativity towards this fragrance that I saw online from people who probably haven't even smelled the scent, it was saying the bottle presentation looks tacky because of this clothing on there. That's not something new for La Mal, whether it be a Pride edition or not. There are lots of special collector's editions over the last few years that have crazy little bits of clothing on and bottle design. This is probably quite a bit more toned down than a lot of the other little gimmicky bottle designs for collector's editions. I think this is good. I've not really looked into the notes of this. I just wanted to smell it first and then I'll have a look at the notes and read what the brands say about this fragrance after I smelled it. So here we go. Let's dive into some first impressions and see what we get. I'm liking that. Definitely not La Mal. It is not reminiscent of La Mal at all, which is what I was expecting actually. I was expecting it not to be the same, a completely new formulation as of last year, 2022. Oh, this is bright and lively and zingy, fresh, very citrusy, but there's some softness in the background as well. Some white florals. It's juicy, it's smooth at the same time, and it's quite classy. This is a fun smelling fragrance. It smells quite strong as well. I have smelled things similar to this in the past. I couldn't name exactly what. It's not a complete new game-changing sort of smell, but it's a good smell. I like it. It's orangey, like getting even tangerine vibes. There's orange blossom. It's giving me this soft, white, sweet, floral type of smell, which actually reminds me of summer. Whenever I smell orange blossom, it reminds me of my childhoods in summer. I must have played out and about somewhere near where I used to live, and a smell of orange blossom or something similar would be wafting over, just a real summer smell for me. So yeah, this definitely has summer vibes. Probably one of the best summer fragrances I've smelled this year. It's bright, it's fresh, it's juicy, it's zingy, it's exciting, it's lively, it's youthful. A celebration of a fragrance. It is a very uplifting, bright scent. I think it is the perfect style of fragrance for this La Mal Pride edition. The balance on this is great. You've got the zingy, zesty, lively, energetic citruses, smoothing things out, rounding out the fragrance and balancing out those sharp, zesty citruses is the orange blossom and the neroli and musks. It's actually really well done, this fragrance. I don't even know who the perfumer is. I need to just look that up actually, and let's find out what the brands say about the scent as well. On Fragrantica and on Jean Paul Gaultier's website, I can't see the name of the perfumer listed. Sorry about that. If you know who the perfumer is, please drop that down in the comments. That'd be great to know that. So Jean Paul Gaultier on their website say, a rainbow coloured perfume that proudly celebrates our love for ourselves and our differences. An inclusive eau de toilette created for everyone. Fresh citrus notes paired with zesty yuzu. Ah, that's what's bringing that energetic citrus quality. The enveloping power of musky blonde woods, sensual orange blossom and neroli. This new cologne celebrates all skin tones and seduces all genders. It's also a party for the senses. Bravo! This committed fragrance has just one message: love, dance, and always be true to yourself. Well, I'm down with that. Loving, dancing, and being true to yourself. I mean, come on. Just looking on the website, I've noticed that Jean Paul Gaultier are selling this 125ml bottle for £92. So that's not cheap. I think it's a good fragrance, and I'd probably say, yeah, it's worth that if you like citrusy, neroli, orange blossom type scent. But I actually purchased this from a website called Perfumes Club. It took about a week, maybe just a little bit longer to get to me. They're based somewhere in Europe, I don't know exactly where, but I paid £67 for the same 125ml bottle on a brand new fragrance. To get that amount of discount, I think that's pretty good. Been wearing it for a few minutes now. The citruses are settling down a little bit. It's not quite as lively as it is when you first spray it. The neroli, the orange blossoms coming out, it becomes even more rounded as it settles down. Still smelling really nice though, a little bit of the citrus in the background. The only other La Mal flanker that I can think of that has maybe similar notes to this is the discontinued Fleur de Mal. So I'm gonna grab that and just do a side-by-side comparison just to see if it's different, or maybe if they've used the same formula as Fleur de Mal. Here it is, looking a little bit naked with just a pure white body. Kind of looks like me when I take my top off. Maybe not quite that chiseled a physique, but in terms of the colour, yeah, I think I'm kind of looking like that. Compared to this one with the top on, Fleur de Mal looking a little bit naked right there. Right, let's have a spray, see if it smells anything like. No, this is greener, sharper green notes on this one. Still got the white florals there, but I don't get the zingy yuzu citrus. Pride is much brighter, fresher, and I think a little bit more modern smelling. Okay, who would wear this fragrance? Anyone? Man? Woman? Old man? Old woman? I think this would suit everybody. It's a very inclusive type of fragrance. A banger for the summer. You could wear this in the warm weather and it is gonna smell fantastic. If you're a La Mal collector, if you've got to have every bottle, every design, every iteration, whether it's different juice or not, then you're gonna want this. If you are somebody who is interested in La Mal, I am. I have a lot of the bottles, but I am not a completist. I don't have every single edition of each of the fragrances. You might still want to pick this up because it's very wearable. Anybody can wear it. It doesn't smell feminine, it doesn't smell masculine, it's perfectly unisex, straight down the middle, it's fresh, it's clean. I think people are going to enjoy smelling this on you. It's the sort of fragrance that is easy on the nose for you as the wearer and for people around you to smell. It's the kind of scent that people will enjoy to smell and will probably comment on. They might ask you what you're wearing because, you know, especially if you're wearing it in the summer. I will say though that if you have other fragrances that have similar notes, neroli, orange blossom, citruses, musks, it may smell similar. Like I said, this is not a brand new game-changing style of composition. It's just something fun, something different for La Mal. I think it's great that Pride has its own smell. If you're looking for a new fragrance for the summer, something fresh, citrusy, something with some white florals in there, then this is definitely something worth looking into. If you're somebody who likes to buy fragrances because of the presentation, because of the bottles, then this is a collector's bottle. It will be a new one next year, I would imagine, so this version will not be available. If those aspects of this fragrance appeal to you, then check it out. If you don't agree with these Pride editions, if you don't support them, that's okay. You don't have to buy them, but I think we'll be getting a new one of these every year, whether it's a new scent or just a new bottle presentation. I think La Mal Pride is going to be sticking around, so you're going to have to. If you've tried this, I'd love to hear from you. Do you think it's a good summer fragrance? Do you think it could be worn at other times of the year as well? Does it have that versatility? If you liked this video, if you found it useful, you know what to do. Give it a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you do all that, I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.